So for the first time, maybe the entire game, they've been showing the two deep.
Caught and gets out of center field just enough to where they can get it over his head. And here's the last play. That's a pretty good route there by
quick he is getting off this line of scrimmage and creating that kind of.
Jordan Love has grown the most this season. It's been his accuracy and his timing. I mean, this ball.
You know, we got guys that are really good. Kittle, like, look at, he runs the route for him.
On the outside, he's going to get it against Cameron Sutton, who did not play well a week ago. A little hesitate. You think you're trying to get just 1 yard, and there they go. So these two.
Watch Gibson. He's outside leverage. Don't fall for the inside. But no one has been better. This is a great job. The formation creates it where he gets to play inside, and he gets the matchup. In these games, if he had 7, I'd do it. I'd kick it now. Don't take your time.
They are going to bring him out.
Because both these guys are hurt. He can go either way he wants here, working against KJ Britt. And I'm sorry, KJ, there's no chance. There's no chance for Ole.
You see the guys inside, outside. Snead, who has given up how many touchdowns?
Half has been excellent for Houston. Watch him square up the safety, runs by him, makes a great move on Ronnie Hickman, and that up.
To get him on read, a safety. By the motion that happened, he didn't get McDuffie.
Well, first chance on third down. Aaron Glenn, the defensive coordinator, he decides
to get outside so easily. You see the missed jam on that one.
To sell the over, and then he's going to hit it back out. Man coverage here. Fatu Malafanu, number 6. See how he sells that? It's a little sail route. You sell the.
Joey Porter, who had some of the longest arms in 20 years coming out.
Brandon Ayuk. Watch this little stutter. He sells outside. Cam Sutton's the corner, number 7. It's zero coverage. You see the inside pressure. Little nod 9 route hit there on Love. But watch this route. Again, it's the same route we saw him run earlier. He sells the over route, turns it into deep zone coverage. He's just working there against McDuffie, the linebacker. Little jerk route.
That's the first time a tight end has scored on Kyle Hamilton all year. Now, he has not seen he's played everyone, all the greats. He has not the game. Watch the move, outside and in. He pretended to go in first, which made Warner feel like he's coming back out. He makes it a little bit of a poor choice right there. Break out, break in, but he wants the first down. And he doesn't get his eyes to be able to find the ball. It's a pick play kind of that you got to pretend, but that's a big tackle.
He pat on it while on the bench, and he told me once again this week he's relying on adrenaline and 66,000.
Very hard when you have DBs. Edwards, who's really.
Jake Brendel, and now this again, man coverage. Deebo Samuel, man, a lot of timeouts. They had the benefit of the 2-minute warning, and just a really nice basic cross on the back end line.
You're going to throw it to the right always, and to get all the way back to your last read and to throw a perfect strike. So he stayed inside leverage a couple times now, a little too long, and you can't do that.
Keeping his feet in bounds last week in a bunch of critical moments early in the game on third down.
The stack. He's creating my best route runner on a safety, Mike Edwards. He doesn't have to go against Snead or McDuffie.
And at least this time they threatened them deep. For the first time, we really have not seen the Bucs do.
So he gets off the ball. Now he's past Derek Stingley, but he's trying to get to the outside. So somehow he's got to get Stingley.
Practice.
By Green Bay, the runner was down by contact at the 19-yard line. It'll be Green Bay's ball, 1st and 10 at the 19.
The other slot corner, the top 2 slot corners in the NFL, is second-team All-Pro this year.
But trying to keep Zay Flowers from going over the top, and so you stay deep.
Already in this game, that he's been able to freeze those inside backers just right after him with the speedster Jameson Williams. And anytime you see somebody that fast on the field, I mean, the matchup really came down early on. You go, oh, man.
You've got him working against a corner as well. You see how he gets Ronald Darby turned around because he uses
the rocket. And when you've got a 6'5", 237-pound receiver, just give him a chance. Lions to go right after the replacement, right? Zion McCollum's on the field. They put their 2 best, their fastest, and then their best receiver out there is a wide receiver. Melifonwu was all over this throw, but just couldn't strip it out of the stroke.
It's the best job of giving C.J. Stroud time in the pocket. They put 2 in the backfield. They got the 5 guys up front.
Klein having to step up and start today.
Yep, our 2 X factors, Cook and Kelsey. When you have backup.
Great throw, great play design. Melton sells like he's going to go out and block. Look, another 49er defender on the ground. On the play at the line of scrimmage and just playing soft zone. Charvarius Ward, he just loses his footing. It's a little shake set.
You do not blitz him. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in history against the blitz. And another time, and the reason is when you press
Brown, it was game over, and the Detroit Lions have. He's sitting up there in that zone coverage. He drops back. He sees it all the way, and
is exactly what George Kittle needed to separate. It's man coverage. He wins early against Darnell Savage.
Odell Beckham working the slot. You see he's able to push up the field, and he finds the hole right between the two defenders. And
concerted effort not to put the ball in danger. Everyone's covered here. Great job pass. You can see 33 Neal.
He's really good in a muddy pocket. In motion McCaffrey.
as long as you're within that 1 yard range, and they declared that time that Chris Godwin was.
But Deebo Samuel out, you're going to have to get contribution from some new guys. And yeah, I'm not sure you can make a better throw than Brock Purdy makes here. When that ball came out of his hand, I thought it was going to get picked.
Darby's got a lot of playing experience under his belt in his 9-year career. He's not
Up front, it gets right in his face. You can't see Diggs goes out. McDuffie hides the coverage well.
That's made the biggest growth under Steve Wilks. The new coordinator has been Charvarius Ward.
And Bernard, who was in on the tackle, is in pain on the field.
To wonder how much time on task does he have with Davis Allen, and yet that was
An incredible career, but look at the space he gives up, and Hardy's got juice. You got to respect the deep route, and right there, the footing on the ground. For a team who's been out.
You run a lot of. He's the point person in the bunch, and you're just going to run a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage.
Look what the extra time does. Romeo Doubs this time working man coverage against Jordan Lewis, and they call that a sail route.
Slants have been really good, but this is Ramsey off coverage. Watch how he looks inside. He's not only seeing the receiver.
knows exactly where he's going. He kind of holds the safety a little bit. Didn't really have to, but the time.
How about an angry catch? Watch the way St. Brown just wrestles this one away. He is big. He's
good route on the outside by Mike Evans. Darius Slay, he makes his return after missing the last 4 games, but that's
these in cuts. Really, both these teams do. And Nacua just so physical coming off the line of scrimmage.
Big physical hit.
Look, the reality is these zone coverages, they're just giving Dallas fits. There's just nowhere to go with the ball. You see Dak, he's going from his first to his second to his third progression, and everybody he looks, they're blanketed by a zone defender.
Absolutely love the call. Put Tyreek Hill in motion. Does this more than anybody else. Give him a chance to get a running start and simply run by Trent McDuffie. 2nd and 1, they go play action. Throw it up to their best player. Tyreek Hill finishes it.
He's going to run an out cut. And he takes the leverage away from the corner and then back to the inside, and Flacco going there all the way.
Turn and come back all the way across, and you just can't believe that he so consistently can catch this ball and break tackles. You want to know how they try to use Tutu Atwell to go across the field. They use his speed. They want to get across your face. That's what everybody does. This time he crosses back the other way, and
Valentine was worked up, and now this is the shot he tries to get CeeDee Lamb on.
Josh Reynolds. This isn't a really overly fast guy. He's not overly big. Trying to isolate the outside linebacker, Michael Hoyt, in space. And if you think a cornerback can slow down St. Brown.
That's the guy who Jalen Hurts has been looking for, and Devontae Smith does an excellent job once he sees his quarterback.
Paul Stafford with the audible knew he had man-to-man coverage with a strong safety Branch out there, but as Brian Branch, Michael Hoyt drops out in coverage more than any other sort of outside linebacker.
Deep. And you see Rowe playing underneath. Great job.
There are 4 guys around Puka Nacua. He knows he's getting drilled. He's got to go up in the air, extend his arm.
On the right-hand side, bringing some pressure off the slot. McDuffie reroutes him, and then Snead from the out.
Stroud shows that accuracy and timing to get him the football for the easy first down.
He goes out, and initially McDuffie has a hard time. He gets picked, but watch him rally. 2, he had to move, and then...
I just said they're not heavy blitz. They brought pressure this time. That means single coverage. And Nelson does a nice job. He can't make a play.
At defending the pass against wide receivers, what a great job by McDuffie of timing that. Getting his eyes back to the ball and staying in the hip pocket. I mean, they picked up the blitz. They were prepared for it. And one-on-one with all that space.